Get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Back to it after the pick six. Mayfield dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Throwing, Mayfield. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
They'll try and sneak it here. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain. Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak. Nothing doing.
Better you be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he might come get me, right? Good luck with that, Bard.
And Gold is able to put it through. The wait up now. A flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the first. Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. He juked him. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he fires one incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going up top. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They go with Chubb on second down. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets them a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. A toss play to Chubb. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Detroit! Detroit!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Back to throw. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now back to throw. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think the Browns got it. They did. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Artie Burns, the cornerback, brings him down. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number one. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Gone!
4th down, Mayfield going for the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. From the gun, Mayfield. He's got it. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. And again, it's Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Gold now out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. Fights him off. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington, and the Eagles out in front early. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Washington with a catch, middle of the field. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
They're going to look to throw. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Now they'll throw here out of the gun, being chased out left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Detroit!
They'll set up a throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. C.J. Mosley with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Lucky 56. Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's complete. Flainer, right side. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
They'll look to throw, escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And the tight end has it, Fleener. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Gone! Mike 96, Mike. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 1:57 to go in this first half. More from Cleveland after this. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Gone! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And brought in here by Fleener. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Detroit!
Mayfield looks to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Leopard! Here we go!
Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Washington. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
To the right side and complete to Washington. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Detroit, Detroit.
They'll set up to throw. And the tight end has it. It's Flainer. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. Pushes him over. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this 2nd half. The Browns are going to get the 2nd half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. C.J. Mosley in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Watch him now, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact.
All right, lucky 56! Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Now back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Mayfield on 1st down to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
Watch him now, Barney.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, a 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Gone! Leopard!
Mayfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And Gold is able to put it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter.
Gone! All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it, no one got it. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky.
He'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Gone! Over!
Here's Mayfield. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 35. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding in a big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield underneath for Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield to throw it. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gold now out to kick it away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
No. Check. Patriot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Goes underneath for down. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
They'll look to throw here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage.
All right, now, look at 56.
But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter, Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. This is Bell on the dump off. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And again, it's Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Mayfield. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And down he'll go at the 25. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
No. Check. Patriot. Gun.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Left side and caught by Flamer. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
3 down. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And the Steelers signal for another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's get it. Leopard! Detroit! Watch that. Eyes up.
Here's Mayfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
He's back to throw. Leaves it for Penny. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now a desperation throw deep. He's got a man complete. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to win the football game. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter